Hi everyone, I'm Matt Johnson and I would like to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Coffee and Watches. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday bringing you the best in watch reviews, horological history and the best timepiece tidbits from around the globe. On Wednesdays I post wish list reviews on watches that I don't own but I wish that I did. Fridays are watch review days and every Friday I pick a watch to review in detail. So what about Mondays? Well, that brings us to today's video. Every Monday I'll be bringing you fascinating horological history on the watch companies we know and love, how they got started and how they grew into the success stories, or not, that they are today. I'm going to bring you into the wonderful world of HWC, the Hamilton Watch Company, from an American watch manufacturer providing watches for troops in the war, all the way to the snow-capped mountains of Switzerland and the birth of a Swiss watch giant. Sit back, relax, and all will be revealed right here on Coffee and Watches. Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of Coffee and Watches. My name is Matt Johnson. Now, about a month ago, I reviewed one of my favorite watches, the Hamilton Ventura XXL Automatic. The Hamilton Ventura was originally popularized by this guy, Mr. Elvis Presley, and indeed was one of the most famous watches in his collection. In fact, he loved it so much that in 1961 he wore it in his movie Blue Hawaii. So there you go. Most recently, the Hamilton Ventura was also featured in the popular movie Men in Black. Hamilton did not start out as a Swiss watch company. No. It all started in 1892 in Lancaster, Pennsylvania as the Keystone Standard Watch Company, a company that was started by this guy, Abram Bittner. Abram started his original watch company 6 years earlier in 1886. After 5 years, Bittner's company was bought out by the Hamilton Watch Company in 1891, which then established itself in 1892. By the way, on a side note, this was also the same year that the first official basketball game was ever played, and also the year that Abraham Lincoln's birthday on February 12th was declared a US national public holiday. Meeting of stockholders was called and they chose the name Hamilton. Now, in case you were wondering, they did not choose the name after this guy, Mr. Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States. Instead, the company was named after James Hamilton, an attorney from Scotland who happened to own the site that the watch factory was situated on. The first watch produced by Hamilton was not a wristwatch, but a pocket watch. The pocket watch was produced in 1893. Hamilton continued to only manufacture pocket watches for the next 24 years or so, until manufacturing its first wristwatch in 1917. They took a lady's pendant watch and turned it into a wristwatch that appealed to the men going into war. In fact, at this time, Hamilton did not produce any consumer watches as they focused on only making watches for the troops. Fast forward 34 years to 1951, and that is where things got very interesting when Hamilton was involved in a landmark case with the Benrus Watch Company, who attempted a hostile takeover, which Hamilton subsequently rejected. They continued to manufacture watches, and in 1957 were back on track with the introduction of the Electric 500, the world's first ever electric watch, which, among its eclectic case designs, included the first Ventura with its signature shield shape, a watch that went on, as I said, to be worn by Elvis Presley. Now, the story continues when in 1966 Hamilton acquired Swiss watch company Buren and started using the Buren Swiss movements in their American watches. The Buren micro rotor design allowed Hamilton to make a watch that was much slimmer than had previously been available, and so decided in 1969 to finish its operations in the US and move everything to the Buren factory in Switzerland. Hamilton continued to manufacture their watches for the next 3 years until 1972, when the partnership with Buren dissolved due to the decline in sales of Hamilton Buren watches. 2 years later, in 1974, two monumental events happened. First and foremost, I was born on April 3rd, 1974. I think you'll agree, a pretty monumental event. And secondly, and no less importantly, Hamilton was sold to a company which ultimately became the Swatch Group, which today is the largest Swiss watch manufacturer in the world. While the name Swatch still conjures up memories of the colourful plastic watches we all had in the 80s and 90s, it is today a horological giant and has long run Swiss watch brands under its umbrella. Companies such as Omega, Tissot, Rado and Harry Winston, to name but a few, not forgetting Hamilton. And that, my friends, is how a little company started over 120 years ago in Pennsylvania, USA, became a Swiss classic with headquarters in Bienne, Switzerland, and 1,600 locations worldwide. I would say that makes Hamilton a horological success. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode here on Coffee and Watches. I'll be back on Wednesday with my Wednesday Wish Pick review. Finally, if you are a watch lover like me and don't want to miss out, please click on this subscribe button right here to subscribe to my channel. That way you will get great content every time I release it. Bye for now, and we'll chat to you soon.